So today I'll be showing you how exactly you can utilize ChatGPT to chat with your journal or follow up with your journal and your notes. So to do so, all you'd have to do is input your journal activity into ChatGPT like you would typically. So there's two ways you can do this. You can either ask ChatGPT directly to be your journal, which is what I will be doing here, or you could take a picture of your journal pages, let's say, if it's physical written, or in a notebook or something. You could take pictures of it and upload it one by one so that it has your journal history, and then you can utilize that with ChatGPT and build from there while talking to it. But for now, let's go ahead and say, you will be my personal journal for reflection and growth. And then by doing this, we have prompted ChatGPT to basically be our journal. So then what you would want to do is keep up with it on a day-to-day basis, the same way you would with any other actual journal. So for now it says, got it, I'll keep a clear, organized record of your reflections and growth, help you identify patterns, and prompt deeper insights when useful. How do you want to start with today's reflection? I could say, for instance, I am feeling energetic and optimistic, but worried it will fade soon. So just by, keeping up with your journal on a day-to-day basis with how you feel or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish with your journal or notes, you can utilize ChatGPT by simply talking to it and updating it on a daily basis for the stuff that is going on in your life. So that's basically how you would be discussing with it on a regular basis. However, if, like I said, that your journal was in physical format or, let's say, on another digital document, the two ways that you can utilize it is to, A, take pictures of the physical document and then go ahead and add photos and files and upload page by page, and then it'll have a complete history of your journal. Or you can upload a actual digital file if you have that, or you can go and use the digital file that you have and then just copy and then paste the info that you have there, and it will be able to utilize that as your journal history. But in the case of this is how you'd go ahead, even once inputting that data, to simply tell it that it will be your journal, give it the data, and then continue on a day-to-day basis. Now when it comes to actually reflecting on your data or your notes or your journal, you can use prompts such as this to, update it and see how the data has been integrated into your life. So for instance, you can say, summarize my notes from date and topic and highlight the recurring themes. So that's if you want to go back and look at some information from the past or notes from the past. You can say, from these journal entries, what personal goals keep showing up? You can ask it just to give you advice. You can ask it, rewrite this meeting note into action items and deadlines, generate flashcards based on my study notes, or even identify patterns in my mood over the past month, like we just told it recently. And by doing this, you'll be able to keep up with your past history in your journal and or Notepad and be able to pull information at will. Now it's best to stay structured when doing this, so it's important to include a time range, for instance, review notes from January to March 2025, to identify a purpose, identify decisions I made under stress, for instance. Or you can say formatting instructions, which you should include, to return as a table with date, key insight, suggested action, which would be perfect for notes as opposed to journal entries. Now it is worth noting that you should be cautious with your journaling with ChatGPT, as some of the information is kept. So if you want to keep things fully private, I'd recommend not sharing too much sensitive information, and to just, be at least knowing and understanding of what you're giving to the software, because like I said, the data will be saved in some capacity by ChatGPT, so you wouldn't want that. There's things you don't want, like, people to know by accident. If there's ever a data leak or something, I wouldn't recommend actually telling it very personal details. And now if you wanted to automate the process even further, you can always go ahead and connect Google Docs, Evernote, Notion to ChatGPT, or via Zapier, or make it instantly chat with new entries. So that way it would be much more automated and be able to collect your information directly from your Notepad or any other format that you are using. Now it's important to also tag and categorize. That way ChatGPT will know the themes and it'll help you over time to stay more organized. And the overall trend analysis, you can have ChatGPT analyze everything in your journal over time, as well as your notes. So it is very helpful, but one of the most important things when journaling, well, especially journaling as opposed to notes while using ChatGPT, is to keep up a regular pace with it. Do it almost every day, or at least, on a certain time frame that you're comfortable with, but make sure that you keep it updated so that it has the information available, because you are basically programming it to understand you. So hopefully this gave you some insight on how to journal and use notepads with ChatGPT. And if you found the video helpful, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.